Hello?
What did we have on? Did we have any film of the farm earlier?
We have it. I haven't done anything with it.
Okay. So we don't know what we have or don't have, at what point it died?
Correct.
Okay. So we just work, what time is it?
I don't know. Let's find out. It is 6:55.
So 7 o'clock, when we left, there were still a couple of ladies down there sewing. We just came out here, started hauling some more stuff. We're starting to move the stuff that is kind of in the way, all the excess material, duplicates and stuff like that. We're getting them out here, getting just kind of stage and start figuring out where we're putting stuff here and then making room out there so when we go to move, it'll be easier to move. So we're just out here looking at the animals for a minute. Goats are out running around. That big gray goat.
Pregnant.
Have some babies any day now. And there's another one, I think that's the one Lance called Frankie.
Yeah.
White and brown. She's pregnant.
That one.
She's getting pretty big. Here's our turkeys.
Gobble gobble.
Not turkeying around. So we just came out. We're going to dump a bag of feed for them. And how are they out of the pen?
My guess is there's some broken zip ties somewhere.
So we just use zip ties. We got about 6 months out of the zip ties before the goats break them or the sun eats them up, which is fine. We knew that would happen. At this point, we just replace them.
Oh look, they're friends.
Who are?
The roosters.
Roosters. So at this point, we just replace the zip ties. It's definitely a temporary situation. We didn't wire them in because we got them in here, let them eat this down, and now we're going to come through and pull all this dead tree out. And
I'm sure they'll show you where they're getting in at.
I don't know. That fence is still intact. That gate is
probably around back or something.
That goat right there makes a crazy face.
What's that?
That one here, you see his lip on his head?
Yeah, so
face.
yeah, that's because one of them is in heat, and he's smelling that. He will also do a handstand and piss on his own beard, and he will also suck his own dick.
That's amazing.
So she's pretty willing to him right now, it looks like. So that's what's going on here. She's in estrus, I guess that would be. So you're acting all weird?
You can smell it too. Anytime he's around, you can smell him.
And he's not, like, he's a terrible goat. Like, I mean, he's a good goat, he's just not the right goat.
Thing is, the brown one standing next to him is his mother.
We need to thin him out. I'm letting his horns grow before we're gonna knock him off and mount him.
Doing a handstand.
Yeah, they do handstands and all kinds of weird shit. We need to throw some more.
Tim, you want some food?
Keep them out.
What you doing there, little guy?
All right, go ahead and turn that off and feed them, and I'll walk inside and shoot inside. So I've never turned. We're at this is the upper helicopter. You don't see very many helicopters around here. This is the upper part of the property, and then there's a faucet there and another one further down, and there's a couple over there. I think we showed you those earlier. I'm not sure. The battery went dead. I'm not sure what we have on video and don't yet, but we have a lot of water pressure. We have so much water pressure that when we turn this on, it actually digs a hole in the gravel and displaces the gravel. So the valve at the street is only turned on halfway, and then we have to run there's three reducers, pressure regulators in the building to step the pressure down. And then we've got plenty of water pressure out here. This water runs from all the way down behind the building. You can see where they trenched. We brought a ditch witch in and trenched all down here, across there to that cut, and then all the way down from behind the building. And we've got that much pressure up here at the head. So water pressure is definitely not a problem. We can move water anywhere we need to on the property now. And then up top by the back side of the motocross track up here, which needs a lot more work still, but when we had the bulldozer here, it had started to rain, so we were getting it stuck in the mud. So the track actually comes up, there's a big huge berm behind those trees, comes uphill. There's an uphill little jump there. There's a little jump here, which is actually the other half of the double, which you probably can't even see this close. And it goes down into that big berm there, which shoots around and then comes back up through here. And then it runs back through. We're going to connect it to the behind the property. There's a lot of trail cut. And then we're going to build all these jumps up. We're going to make all these jumps twice the size of the 4-seat RZR lengthwise. So you can jump it with the RZRs and not have any issue. And then over to one side, we'll have it a lot steeper for the motocross, for the bikes and stuff. But we've got a bunch of these water cubes, and we're going to use those to collect water. And then we'll keep them up high here so that just through gravity we can move water any place we need to if we ever needed to. So we've got the fence line starting to go in. We've still got a lot of T-posts to put in. But down on the driveway on the way in, the T-posts, and then they run all the way through and around, and then we're going to connect it inside the property line there, and then all the way around. So this will all be enclosed, so we can turn everything out on the hill here without any worries of the goats getting down on the road or leaving the property. And then we can open up the gates and move them to other pieces of the property as we want them to. We can limit their movement as we need to. So I've been standing here talking to you guys for like 10 minutes and this camera wasn't on. So we had a bunch of corn out, scratch. The turkeys were eating out of Cody's hand. And there's those two roosters. When we put them together, yeah, that little one, that little rooster's not a very good rooster, but when we added this big rooster in here, he all of a sudden became a good rooster. He's got big, huge spurs on him. But we've got enough room and enough chickens to, they can move away from each other as they need to. Who?
He's upset that he's not with the others. The thing with ducks is they like to be in groups.
Alright. Alright, so we tried to film this earlier. I'm not sure what we got of it. By the time I looked at it, the card was showing full. So we're downstairs in the new building. And we just got a few of the lights on, that's why it's dark over that way. So you've got the two main dual doors, and then you've got the single door over there. We just set these wire shelvings in place, just kind of make a hallway here. And what we're thinking is we're going to run from here across, and that will kind of be the cage area for stock and storage, and that's my work area over in there. And then my office is upstairs, and Amanda's upstairs. We're not sure reverberation-wise what kind of noise is going to get upstairs. Right now we're hearing a lot just through this right here where the spiral staircase will go. And then eventually it'll have double pane glass right there as you go up into the tube, which should catch a lot of that noise and prevent air exchange, hot air and cold air, from moving back and forth upstairs. So right here you'll walk in, and I think we're putting plywood across these shelves here to kind of catch the sound and quiet it down in that work area, and then probably the same over here. But what we're thinking is we're going to pull this shelving off the wall and this off the wall, and that'll give us 2 walls to hang, kind of like we're using right now in the back rooms. So we can hang all our micro rigs and stuff there on pegs. We're going to run some big, probably 2x6s across the top, and then cut some rebar and put in there, so those rebars will hang out, and then we can hang the shoulder sets off of there. And we can get, I don't know, right now we get about 50 or 60 on each peg. So we can run a lot more on these walls, and then bins of the same thing underneath for overstock. And then these shelves will run through kind of this way, kind of like library shelves. So we can put all the bins and stuff there. We've got some tables. We've actually got several of these tables, but the guys can come in here and pick and pull and pack their orders, put them on these wire carts, which we'll put casters on, and they can just roll them across right over here, which is where shipping will sit for right now until we kind of get our bay work areas figured out. We're going to get in here in the next few days here, put some inventory in here. We've already been putting some over here, and then start shipping. We'll actually do some shipping through here and see how that goes. We're thinking that stuff will come in this door here from UPS, and then we'll have these different little areas. We got little 20 by 20 areas. We can make them as big as we need to. What we're thinking with UPS coming in right here, we'll put all of our materials right here in our cases and webbing and buckles and stuff right here, and then it will come across over to here where our cutting guys will be, and then it'll go over there to marking where our guys doing pre-marking will be, and then it'll flow forward to sewing, and that will be these 2 areas, and then this 3rd and 4th area, and then across here to clean up in this 5th and 6th area will be cleanup, and then it will finished product will kind of just go back that way. And then we've got, you know, the garage area back there, and we've got 2 big closets. We got another behind those doors, I don't know, we got 20, 40, 60 by 30 probably, 60 by 40 feet of area back there too. And then the kitchen sits back there in that room. So we're just going to kind of put things in here and start working and see what needs to be done. We've got digital hot cutters, which will be going in over there. And then we've got these cutters right here, these Sheffield hand-operated cutters. We own, what, 6, 7, 8 of those, I think, at this.
Probably about 8 now.
8 of them now. So these cabinets, I got a bunch of this stuff because it's all matching. These workbenches here, and then they've got these roll-out tool chests. And they're not Craftsman, they're definitely not Snap-on or, you know, Craftsman or Mac or anything. But they got a nice look. It's like a damn erector set. There are so many fucking pieces to putting these together. And then they've got these little cabinets on casters, and then they got the mega cabinets, which are deeper, and they don't have any casters on them. They all seem to have matching keys, and they just have a nice look to them. And then we've got some big double wide ones that have cabinets underneath them built in, like this right here. We've got 3 workbenches there. We've got a bunch more in the back to assemble still. And then we've got these big huge toolboxes, which are doubles, and they come with all the foam mesh, that egg crate shit to keep all your tools in place. And then they've got some shelves in here, cabinets with adjustable shelves. And it's just a good place. Like it's definitely not secure. It's not going to keep a thief out, but it'll keep somebody from walking away, or your kid taking that shit, or just checks and balances. It'll keep an honest person honest. But it'd be a good place to put your DeWalt on, your batteries charging and shit like that. So we've got a bunch of that, and we got a couple more down there, and then some more of those big workbenches, and then we got more being made. So we can take we can run 4x8 tables, or we can put them together, so 8x8, or even run 16 by 8 feet if we need to for cutting stuff, overlay and stuff. And then we've got some actual cutting tables coming in, which have trolley tracks on them, and the material sits on top on a kind of a pyramid, and you run it down to one side, clamp it, S it back and forth so you can saw cut shit. And then we've also looking at the we're talking to Autometrics about coming in and doing the big digital cutters also. So that's where we're at, and these shelves, we got to go get a bunch more probably this weekend. We bought every one that the 2 Costco's had in Nashville, and we definitely need more of them. We're going to use them as walls. We're going to set them back to back and put plywood between them for our different work zones. And we just got in here over the weekend. Cody and I threw all these shelves together, and then Cody and some of the other guys built these and the workbenches over the last couple weeks, just a little at a time. We're just 30 minutes here, hour there. We're not in any hurry to move in here. We're taking all the excess stuff and putting it over here, getting it out of the way, just freeing up space in the other shop so that when it comes time to move, it'll be a lot easier and we won't be bumping into all that shit. So, like I said, no hurry, and that way it doesn't shut the other work line down. Even when we start putting people in here, we'll move some of our people here and put some new people under them, and then leave the other people over at the other building for a while, so that if we run into any problems, it doesn't shut everything down. So it should be pretty seamless for the customers. They shouldn't see any lag, and if anything, it should just see you know, an improvement in shipping times and delivery. We went through and cut belts. I don't know, we probably had 3,000 maybe open belt orders at this point, and I cut over 2,000 of them in the last week. So, and we've got a shitload in motion. One lady built over 100 today, and the other 2 ladies built, I don't know, upwards of 150 or so. So we're getting there. Our game's getting faster, and for all them dudes, talking shit about delivery times, like, they don't have a clue right now just how fast things are shipping out. Yes, we've got some old open orders. Yes, we're addressing them, but man, we're shipping stuff super fast right now. We got dudes placing orders that are shipping in 3 to 7 days for stuff that doesn't even exist that we have to build. So
sometimes less than that.
Yeah, we're definitely getting better. So that's it. We hadn't showed you a video in a while, and we just want to get out here and shoot a couple of videos. We put up 2 gym videos today with Justin. We've got a lot of Swinney nutrition product, a ton of it. We're restocked on everything. We have a lot of it, and we did the biggest order we'd ever done last week. I think it was 12 grand or so worth, and then this week he brought in a bunch more stuff. Anything we were low on, we bumped it way up. So we'll get that all. That's online. You guys can order it, and it's shipping within a day or 2 of placing the order. So we're gonna head back to the other building, and I got a few hours of work to get through and sort some stuff and get through some paperwork. And Cody will work another 2 hours probably, take off about 9, and then I was there till midnight last night, just sorting and sequencing some orders and some stuff that had just been missed, and we're just getting it together. And we got some new bodies in there, cutting material, some guys doing great work, and really picking the pace up. So we're going to head back to work. Hey, turn this shit off. Bam.